Mississippi.org. And if you're looking for some fun, some fishing fun, we got you covered. The 2022 Mississippi Gulf Coast Billfish Classic is happening this weekend. And joining us to tell us a little bit more is Robbie Carter. Hey, Robbie.
Hey, how are you?
I am doing well, and this is exciting. Y'all have something new for the first time ever this year. Y'all will be broadcasting live on CBS. How did that happen?
A lot of hard work, and patience. We've been working on this project for a little over a year with a friend of mine by the name of Mark Neffield. He's out of Texas, and he had a vision. We have a great reputation in the marine industry, and we really pieced together a puzzle. And the coastal Mississippi is going to be on national television this Saturday from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central.
That's pretty cool. We're already going to be glued to our TVs for the Super Regional, and so this is just a great way to also set the stage for all the cool things going on in Mississippi this weekend. And so the Mississippi Gulf Coast Billfish Classic, y'all call it the MGCBC, it is considered one of the best fishing championships in America. So for those of us who may not know much about this type of competition, help us out. What's going to be going down?
We're going to have about 80 to 90 teams competing for almost $2 million in cash. And what their goal is to catch the largest blue marlin out there. The event actually holds the Gulf of Mexico blue marlin record of 1,054.6 pounds. So, that's the ultimate goal, is to set the new record. But, they want to win a lot of money, and they're going to.
So where are all these teams coming from, Robbie? Because I feel like this is something, when you have a $2 million, win on the line, you're going to bring out some folks that aren't just from Mississippi.
No, I'd say about 95% of the teams are from out of state. But, they're just really attracted to all the entertainment that we have here, the Southern hospitalities, the casinos, the restaurants, you name it. But the accessibility to the Gulf too, it's like at the top of the pendulum of the Gulf of Mexico. So it's a great central point. Teams travel from Texas all the way down to South Florida and some on the East Coast.
So when you say teams, how many is on, I guess it's the fishing team, right? Because I am a little familiar with crappie tournaments, which, a 3-pounder is considered a really big fish. So when you compare that to the bluefish or the marlin, then that is quite a difference. And so it's usually only 2 in a boat that's going after that big fish. How many are on the teams that are going after these record breakers?
You'll have 6 to 8 people on a vessel. Some boats they're up to 92 feet long, 95 feet, and they'll have 10 or 12 people on board. A lot of friends. They're out there for 3 days. It's a marathon. They'll leave tomorrow at 11 a.m. and they don't have to come back till Saturday evening.
Wow. So have they already been there kind of pre-fishing, scouting it out? Can it work that way as it does in
other fishing? There's been a string of other events that have led up to this one. We have 2 others that were also on CBS Sports, the Louisiana Gulf Coast Billfish Classic and Gulf Coast Masters that we do with the Mobile Big Game Club. And, everyone's they've been scouting through other events leading up. So they're pretty dialed in, and they're going to travel. Some teams will travel up to 250 miles one way. That's
crazy to wrap your head around. And so on Saturday, that's when they'll come back and they will have, I guess, their weigh-in. Is that what will actually be televised? Is the ending portion?
Everyone and their grandmother is welcome to the weigh-in. It's open to the public from about 3 to 8 p.m. It'll go on. But we'll be live streaming it. You'll see it follow the MGCBC social media platforms, whether it's TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube.
And that's where it'll be. So all of them will come in and they'll have their catch. Okay, so how do they get to pick one fish to weigh? Is that how, or hope they have one fish, or will they
catch multiples? They want to go after the biggest blue marlin, but they can also weigh in, tuna, dolphin, and wahoo.
Cool. I wouldn't know the difference between either of them.
Opportunities to win money.
Okay, King Biscuit on our text line, Robbie wants to know, is this going to be on CBS or CBS Sports? Everybody wants to tune in and see this.
CBS Sports National.
CBS Sports National. Okay, and so this will be the catch and the release portion of the event, but it's kicking off, I guess you mentioned today.
There'll be no fish killed. You won't see any fish killed on TV. The social media platforms is one thing, but what we're promoting on CBS is the sporting team aspect of these events, and also highlighting the catch and release of these, billfish species.
You mentioned this was a lot of work in the making, Robbie. How many years has the Gulf Coast been hosting a Billfish Classic?
This is our 26th annual.
All right, and you're finally getting your national debut. I think that is...
Yeah, it's awesome. It's exciting because, we're so proud of where we're from, and it really showcases all that we have to offer here.
You mentioned the record. Setting the record is like whatever. At every competition, someone wants to set a record. What is the record right now for a marlin there out of the Gulf Coast?
1,054.6 pounds.
Wow.
Huge.
And if they win that, they beat that, do they get additional prizes?
No, there's we don't have any. What we've done in the past is the insurance jackpot. But we didn't have any policies for this year. We've raised a lot of money for some of our teams through the swordfish jackpots that we've done. So maybe in the future we'll bring it back.
All right, Robbie. Well, if a team from Mississippi wins, you be sure to connect with me because I would love to talk with them. And in fact, I would love to just talk to any of the teams that are home based in Mississippi. I'd love to know more about this sport and what all they're doing on the Gulf Coast. I think it's really cool.
For everyone that's interested, you know where to find us. Come down to the Golden Nuggets. Everything will be happening at the casino and the marina behind us.
All righty. Well, good luck to everyone, and we'll be watching, especially on Saturday. Tune in, support Mississippi. You mentioned from 7 a.m. there on CBS Sports and 7 to 9, I think you said. So
look up the Sport Fishing Championship. Is how you want to look it up.
All righty. Well, congratulations, Robbie, and best of luck to all the teams.
Hey, you have a great day.
How neat is that? We're going to be on national TV. Could you imagine reeling in 1,000+ pound sea animal?
That's more than half a ton.
That's a lot.
And it's fighting against you.
Yes. That would be exciting. No wonder it's not just a team of two. Not to take away from anybody's 3-pound crappie find, but...
They ain't got to strap you into the seat for the crappie.
I mean, it's just as exhilarating, I'm sure, when you've catch like a big one and you're pulling it in and the whole team's sort of behind you or whatever. But I don't care what my husband said. We're not making room for 1,000-pound fish somewhere in the house. I'd have much better chance of getting the